Good morning. Today I want to talk about a common problem that we're all going to face in discipleship and in learning to maintain these disciplines. And that's, what do we do with the days we don't feel like it? What do we do with the days when our heart's not in it? How do we think about that? How do we process through that? How do we persevere in the face of it? We're all going to face it, and so let's just deal with it head on. Now the first question is if I don't feel like doing the discipline this morning, if I don't feel like pursuing these things, does that mean I'm working in the flesh, right? And as Christians, we don't want to work in the flesh, we want to work in the spirit. And so if I don't feel like reading my Bible today, does that mean I shouldn't because I'll be doing it in the flesh? And the enemy's going to tell you, yes, stop, don't do it unless you really feel like it, because that's the only way you're going to mean it, and that's the only way you're going to profit from it. But the truth is, can't the Spirit also be saying, work through that when you don't feel like it, the feelings will follow later? And much the same as a gym. If I only go the days when I feel like it, I'm never going to grow. But I go when I don't feel like it. I do the exercise, reap the benefit. Later on when my muscles get stronger, I'm like, wow, that was worth it. And then the emotions follow. I'm glad I did it after the fact. So I want to put out there that I think doing it when you don't feel like it is still working in the Spirit. But that doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. So how do you discern between when you're working in the flesh and working in the Spirit? And I think one is that when I do it because I think it's making me self-righteous, if I do it because I think it's going to make me a better person or a good person or better than somebody else, or if it's like chalking up spiritual points on my record, that's working in the flesh. And it doesn't matter whether you do the work or don't do the work, it's a spiritual attitude thing. We want to be working with a hope, right? We want to be working with an expectation to say, you know what? This is just good for me. This is what I need to do. I will feel it later. I'm just going to do it by faith with the hope that Jesus might even show up in the middle of it, even when I'm not feeling like it, even when I'm not expecting him to show up. The Lord might reveal something to me. So we do our part with the hope and the expectation that the Lord is going to do his part. And in doing that, I think we're always free, right? And if we start to try to measure our righteousness by our own actions, we're always going to be in bondage. We're never going to be stacking up. We're always going to be feeling like we're falling short. And that's not the way to approach discipleship. So when it comes to this mindset, hold that in your heart. My encouragement, my hope for you in this video is that you will work out, that you will do these disciplines on the days when you don't feel like them, that you'll reject that belief that if you don't do it with your whole heart, that there's no benefit in it, that you shouldn't do it until you feel like doing it. I'm going to just say I believe that is a lie. I believe that we should do our disciplines and do our workout regardless of whether we feel like it, because it gives God the chance to glorify himself. We do these things by faith, not by feeling, because there's that hope that God will do what he says he's going to do, that by grace he will surprise me, that he will show up and illuminate things and teach things and strengthen me and empower me in ways that I never expected, that are not tied to the works that I did, but that are in response to the faith that I exercised, right? That it's not do 2 ounces of workout and you get 2 ounces of benefit. It's like do 1, do 6, do 5, do 2, and on the day when you do 0, that's when the Lord shows up and you reap the benefit, and therefore he gets the glory. So the whole purpose of this video is to just encourage you to say, work out when you don't feel like it. Go to the gym when you don't feel like it. Trust the Lord to surprise you with his grace and to do good things and to grow you and to bless you in ways that you cannot exactly correlate to your own work, so that at the end of the day, no one boasts in their own work. They just boast in the grace of God that was given to us by the faith to work out even on those days when we didn't feel like it. All right, thanks for watching this video. Let's dig into the exercises. My prayer for you is that you will experience the truth of the scriptures that say God is a rewarder of those who faithfully seek him. So let's get to work and start faithfully seeking him, or diligently seeking him.